Electrical setups can be useful and dangerous at the same time, and even though they're used all around the globe in every country, a wonky electrical setups can cause you some serious harm. This is why we're going to walk you through some of the scariest electrical setups around the world that have caused accidents. But before we continue, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Let's begin. Firstly, a power line near an oil rig. A power line has no business being near an oil rig. An accident in Kilgore in 2003 proved exactly why. An industrial accident claimed the life of a 22-year-old man Wednesday when a power line came in contact with a piece of oil field equipment on which he was working. The sheriff department officials said Juan Martin Jimenez was killed when the oil derrick he was working on raised up and touched an overhead electrical power line. Officials were also concerned about how close the oil derrick was to the power line. Flammable substances like oil should be kept away from power lines at all costs. Sadly, the dangerous electrical setup caused young Jimenez's life. You might not be aware of this, but the young man was working for Signal Well Services Inc., which is on an oil lease property off Farm to Market Road 2012, a few miles south of Kilgore. Officials said Jimenez was transported to Laird Memorial Hospital right after his accident, where he was pronounced dead. His parents and family in Mexico and several cousins in the Kilgore area have advocated for electrical safety after Jimenez's death. Electrocuted during a painting session. Painting a house yourself might seem like an enormous task, but it can save you a lot of money. It can also earn you a lot of money if you're working a part-time job. This is probably why Hilberg wanted to paint a house by himself. But in an unfortunate state of events, the 21-year-old Michigan State University student died due to a dangerous electrical setup. Hilberg hit his ladder against a primary power line while he was painting his house in Eaton County and was instantly electrocuted when he tried to remove the aluminum ladder from against the house and lower it. The ladder was 25 feet in the air when it struck the 4,800-volt power line. After this, Hilberg was taken to St. Lawrence Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Young Hilberg was painting the home with another student and his co-worker witnessed the whole incident. Thankfully, his co-worker was not injured. Thomas Hilberg, Brad's father, said his son painted houses to earn extra money to attend Michigan State, where he was a junior majoring in civil engineering. But due to the dangerous electrical setup and the use of an aluminum ladder near live wires, he met an untimely end. Working on a damaged electrical circuit. Working on a damaged circuit without proper precautions can lead to the worst accidents. Damaged circuits are the worst kinds of electrical setups ever. They are difficult to manage and also need a lot of professional gear to deal with. Julio Martinez, 47, of Beaufort, suffered burns to his hands and body while working on the air station's 2400-volt runway lighting circuit. As you might have guessed, the circuit was damaged, and after he got electrocuted, his co-workers had to perform CPR to keep him alive. His co-workers saved his life with their quick thinking, but Martinez could have definitely died. And even though his condition is being monitored, I don't think he's ever going to work with a damaged circuit alone again. Wires near a metal balcony. Metal balconies might sound like a weird concept, but they're all the rage in some areas around the globe. But suspended live wires near metal balconies are a deadly combination, and they can lead to a ton of accidents. For example, a welder was electrocuted while working on a metal balcony at a construction site. His name was Javier Gonzales and he was 37 years old. Belonging to Norcross, Gonzales died in the accident. This happened when he was installing a metal subfloor on a balcony using an 8,000-watt welding machine. A co-worker said he left Gonzales to retrieve some material and returned to find him unconscious and not breathing. Workers performed cardiopulmonary resuscitation until emergency medical workers arrived. Although detectives are awaiting the results of an autopsy, authorities believe he was electrocuted by live wires near the balcony. Underground power lines near wells. Avoiding underground power lines when you're digging a hole in the ground can be a hard task. Some underground power lines can even be damaged and make for the scariest electrical setups in the world due to their high voltage. This happened when a well drilling rig hit a high-voltage power line at a construction site, killing a father and son. Martin Schaefer, 49, and his 24-year-old son Benjamin died in the Friday evening accident at the Mount Pocahontas housing development. According to the Carbon County Coroner's Office, the rig tilted on soft ground, causing it to hit the power line. Colleagues who were working with them said that the hard-working pair were trying to finish the job after working all day. Last year, another man was also electrocuted in Carbon County when he tried to pull his dog away from a power line that fell to the ground in Hickory Run State Park. Any exposed underground power lines should definitely be avoided. Construction ladder near power lines. Now that you probably understand the dangers of exposed power lines, you'll know why they're known as scary electrical setups. But this also happens when power lines are not maintained over time. An example of another accident that took place due to a damaged power line is when a 29-year-old roofing company worker was electrocuted during an on-the-job accident. He was moving a 20-foot-long aluminum extension ladder when the ladder came in contact with live power lines and instantly killed him. According to authorities, the accident could have been avoided if the worker was more careful with the placement of the ladder, and also if he had used a ladder that was not made of metal near the power line. Death by malfunctioning appliances. Power lines are scary, but you can still avoid them. The scariest electrical setups are the most mundane ones. This includes damaged appliances in your house that are just lying there like a ticking time bomb. An example of when a damaged appliance proved to be a life-threatening electrical setup was when a worker was electrocuted while repairing a refrigerator in an attic crawl space of the Conagra Foods plant in Montgomery. David Safley was 42 years old and lived in Montgomery. He was found by co-workers after the accident around 7 p.m. Paramedics tried to revive him, but they were unable to make any progress, and he was pronounced dead at Baptist Hospital South. Conagra spokesman Bob McKeon said the whole situation was extremely unfortunate and that details of the accident were being investigated by the company. The Federal Occupational Safety and Health Administration is also investigating the workplace death to ensure that Safley did not die because of the company's carelessness. Safley was working as part of a night maintenance crew when the accident occurred while he worked on a malfunctioning refrigerator. Police said the plant supervisor reported that Safley was in an attic crawl space when the accident occurred. As sad as that incident is, damaged electrical appliances have to be dealt with extreme caution because their electrical setups are old and wonky. Crane accident in China. Have you ever heard of an electrical accident occurring on a crane? Recently, 5 workers died when they were electrocuted as the arm of their mechanical crane grazed high-tension wires in Shenzhen in northern China. The incident was reported by the state media in the country. The accident occurred as the workers were moving the crane across a construction site at a cement factory. 5 of the workers were electrocuted and the driver was ejected from the seat of the vehicle because of the powerful shock. All the workers were taken to the hospital immediately but could not survive the impact. The driver's life was saved, but he had to stay in the hospital because of serious burns. Police sources said the case of the accident is under investigation and they would discover if the company had anything to do with the incident. But officials claimed that the incident was most likely caused by a dangerous electrical setup where live wires were too close to a crane. And lastly, mining electrocution. Electrical setups in mines are perhaps the scariest of them all. An electrocution killed a man working at a western Pennsylvania mine. His name was Christopher St. Clair and he was 41 years old. Clair, who was from Lisbon, Ohio, was electrocuted on June 13th while changing fuses at a Mountain Spring Coal Company's mine in Shippingport. This mine is located about 35 miles northeast of Pittsburgh. You might not believe this, but investigators found that the coal company had changed the mine's power substation without the state agency's approval, and their actions caused an unsafe working environment for workers like Clair. Also, an investigation found that mine electrician Newman Lambert and mine foreman and superintendent David Chambers allowed Clair to work in an unsafe situation, and as a result of their incompetence, Clair faced live wire in the mine and was electrocuted. No one was around to save him at the time, and he died almost instantly after the incident took place. Mines are full of flammable surfaces, and any accidents that occur there can lead to instant death. This is why electrical setups in dangerous places like mines should be monitored constantly. If you're already an electrician running your own business or just about to start and grow your own electrical business, you must learn the 4 critical things electrical business owners wish they had learned before starting an electrical business so you don't make the same mistakes. Electrician Accelerator has put together a free training video that you can watch for free right now that will show you exactly how to start, grow, and build your electrical business the right way so you can consistently guarantee profitable work, free up your time, all whilst reducing stress levels and allowing you to have sustainable and more profitable business that works for you. In this free training video, you will also learn how to generate a steady stream of jobs on demand and with predictability month after month in your local area without relying on word of mouth and referrals. How to stop competing on price with other electricians and escape your competition. How to convert at least 90% of your quotes and estimates into sales. And how to command premium prices and attract high-quality customers that will be happy to pay more. Click on the link in the description below the video. And that wraps up the video. Thanks for watching.